Doyle Wolfgang von Frankenstein of Doyle, and this is Motorcityblog. How the fuck am I gonna remember that? Next. I put tryouts in a couple of papers, and he sent one in, and it's the only one I actually listened to all the way through, like 20 songs. So good. And then started writing a bunch of shit. Got some dozen musical compositions, arranged, programmed drums, demoed out. And I said, who the fuck's gonna finish this, man? Who do I know that's great? I said, Alex. Well, walking into a Danzig show in Houston. I said, hey man, I got like 12 fucking songs for me. Alright, he's like, yeah, send it to me, So I did, and actually one of the songs that I first sent them was Market the Beats, came back in like 2 days, exactly like this on the record. I was like, that's exactly what I wanted. And then we just went crazy. We fucking played like nuts.
I mean, the album's great and we love it, but this is live music. This is a type of stuff that is made for the performance. It's made just to balls out, like, you know, to give a great show. It's like, I mean, every song is just like, you know, strategically designed for a live show. And I mean, when he sent me the riffs and stuff, the arrangements, it's like they sounded fine as instrumentals. Like it sounded like you know, this would be awesome to see live. And then like I just worked on, you know, putting melodies and stuff that I like sing-alongs, so I wanted like stuff that the crowd could participate in, you know, like big choruses people could sing along to and stuff, and just have fun with it. It's like to me, this is, as soon as we started talking about the kind of stuff that we wanted to do, this was just like we hit it right, you know, the first time. It was exactly like what we wanted. To me, like especially with the Abominator album, it was like an evolution of the sound that they had gotten to on like the Earth AD and Wolf's Blood type stuff. It like had evolved, you know. I always liked a lot of that, like when Black Flag were doing like the Damaged album, when they were doing Earth AD stuff, where it was kind of like a crossover between like the punk and metal stuff, and that's kind of what our stuff is. It's got a little bit of punk, a little metal, a little doom, you know, everything we like into this one big sound.
Late 90s shows were awesome. Yeah. This was the place to play. Now it sucks.
There's this snobbiness to a lot of U.S. scenes now. There's like a just like entertain me. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's like somewhere along the line it became like uncool to like something. It's like you had to always like put something down or like everybody's a critic now. Everybody, it's like you're not cool if you are a fan of something anymore. You have to be like a critique of it, everything. And the shows are all like, entertain me. Let me see what you've got here. Let me see if everybody else is in agreement that this is cool. Like it's so ridiculous. It's like nobody will just like cut loose and rage anymore. It's like you know, it's like our music was meant to be in a live platform. We're meant to you have to see it live to really get it. But it's an interactive thing. It's a shared energy, you know, like a religious experience, and the kids that aren't, you know, participating in that are missing out on it. You got people now that think watching a YouTube video of the Misfits or Black Flag back in the 80s is the same as being in the room watching that, and what they don't understand is that energy does not translate to a fucking little YouTube camera. It's like you have to be there to experience it, and you have to participate. It's not like filming it on your phone, a little video that you're never going to watch again or that you're going to put up somewhere. It's like, it's about one-on-one interacting with the show, you know. And it's like, I think in a lot of other countries, people still get that, you know, South America, Japan, like things like that. They're still really involved, and there are pockets where it's still like that here, but it's just, there's a lot of places where it's just this elitist fan mentality of just like what next? Like, you know, it's like,
they look at each other to see if it's cool to get into it.
Yeah.
They don't stand there with their fucking phone in your face. Yeah. You can't watch. Yeah, you still gotta watch it through your phone. You can't put the fucking thing down for 5 seconds. What the fuck?
It's like it's like everybody's, you know. It's like with the internet, you know, there's a lot of good things with the internet, but then there's a lot of bad things too, because once you give everybody that soapbox, that platform, then everybody thinks they've got an audience that's like gives a shit about what they think, and so everybody is so hypercritical about everything. But at the same time, it's this weird, self-absorbed, like delusional, like you know, self-importance. But at the same time, like they're so worried about what everybody else says, so they're you know, it's like I can't like it too much because if somebody else don't like it, if it's not cool, then I look uncool or something. It's like, who gives a fuck, you know? It's like fucking just like get into his music. It's fun, you know. People forgot how to have fucking fun.
Food. Sleeping. Food and sleeping.
I mean, it's still an honor to be able to play music, you know, for a living. Like that's what you do, and the fact that people are still interested in what we're doing is cool, you know, and we like what we're doing, and so it's like it's cool to see other people into it, you know. And the fans that do get into it, it's like that's what makes it worthwhile.
Fingertips keep me out of the hospital. Bubblegum keeps me sane. What's the other thing? Gorilla Snot. So I don't drop that big.
They pound those guitars like jackhammers. It's like he'd have ripped up fingers, and you know, there's no pig gonna like say like, I mean, this is a total Johnny Ramone style of just a million mile an hour fucking, you know, go up for it. It's like, I mean, it's like if anybody saw the Golden Gods, you know, I mean, he broke the fucking guitar into. That's the intensity he plays with. That's also why you have to see it live to really get it.
He broke his finger in last tour just from holding the guitar so tight.
That's how intense it is. I mean, that's
The left hand.
and that energy gets transmitted to the crowd because we give it everything. It's like if I can still breathe at the last song, you know, then I know I didn't do my job that night. I know I was being pussy. So it's like we break ourselves in two at these shows. It doesn't matter if there was 5 people there or if there was 5,000. We give them the best show we could give that night, you know.
You don't come off injured, you didn't do it. You didn't do your job, man. That's the truth. You gotta come off bleeding or fucking bruised. Keep it in your mouth. Just, he called one day. His assistant called and said, you gotta call the office tomorrow at like 1 o'clock. I have to talk about something big. So I said, okay, cool. He goes, hey, you want to go and talk to me? I said, yes, I do. He says, you got a band or a demo or something? I'm going to start my own album, my own record company. I said, yes, I do. And then that was it. He's my brother. I just want to do it.
It's like
Let's do what we want, man.
It's amazing that after all these years, there's such a hunger for it still, and so like I mean that just shows like how great of a band that was, and how magical like that, you know, group was. So you get him, Jerry, and Glenn on the stage together, you know, right now, and people are gonna lose their fucking minds. It's like, I mean, it's just a no-brainer. I mean, you put on those records right now, and they sound as, you know, enthralling today as they did back then. You know, it's like it was, to me, the greatest rock and roll band of all time. That it had the image, it had the sound, it had like everything about it that was great about rock and roll in that one band.
1981. I guess Glenn found her address and he went to her house. And there was a little window on top of her door, so we boosted Glenn up to look in. She wasn't answering the door, and she was just sitting in her house, newspapers everywhere. Little old lady sitting there. So we wrote her a letter, you know, told her, hey, I love you, man. We did a song about you. Here it is. She shoved the record and shit over the door. Doing a signing down at Tower Records tomorrow. Love to meet you. She came out all dressed up.
Some people act like you owe them something because they like your music, or they like, you know, it's like the fact that they're a fan, you like owe them this. Well, it's like, no, what we owed you was to be a good band or to put out a good record, and beyond that, it's like, I mean, we're nice to everybody, you know, it's like, but I mean, some people are just fucking dicks. I mean, like in regular life, you know. Some people don't know how to fucking
I
act.
wanted a picture with me once. I was coming out of the show, dripping sweat, no shirt on, winter. Okay? Hey, can I get a picture with you? I'm like, no. I'm not gonna get sick. I get him sick, we're done. You know what I mean? So he couldn't understand that. And what was the question again?
You know, it's like fucking, I don't know, it's like people think they paid for a ticket or they paid for a meet and greet, then they own you. They think you're supposed to fucking give them a hand job or something. It's like fucking, it's that entitlement that these modern day fucking fans have, where it's like fucking you owe us everything. No, we don't owe you fucking shit. It's like, I hate that, like, you'd be nothing without us. No, it's like it doesn't matter if fucking anybody ever liked fucking Pablo Picasso or Frank Frazetta or fucking Escher or anybody else. Those artists would still be great artists because they produce great fucking art. It's like, you don't owe anybody fucking anything because you're a musician. It's like the musician's the only fucking like person in any kind of entertainment field where it's like they expect you to bend over and let them fuck you up the ass just because they like your shit. It's like, fuck that. It's like this entitlement fucking bullshit of modern day fans is the stupidest shit I've ever fucking seen.
I remember what I was gonna say. What he said about that same dude that didn't take a picture with. He's like, I bought your album. I said, you know how much that fucking record cost me? Fuck you.
And it's like
you paid $20, I paid 20 grand for it.
Exactly. It's
That's
like,
how much my copy cost. Fuck you. Plus I bought it on iTunes. So it cost me an extra fucking $10.
that's what they don't get. It's like unless you're directly selling copies you're burning off your fucking computer to people, you ain't making shit off the fucking album. Especially nowadays. Maybe back in like, you know, the 80s or something, you could make a little bit if the record company wasn't fucking you. But nowadays, you ain't making shit off the fucking music itself. If anything, you're making a few bucks off the tour or whatever. You know, people want to bitch about, like, you know, that we charge for a meet and greet or something. Well, it's like at the DIY stage we are, if we didn't, we couldn't afford fuel to the next fucking town to play.
Well, buy a Bon Jovi fucking meet and greet, $500.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we've tried to do everything we can to be as accessible to the fans as possible, you know, but it's like, this is what we're doing for a living, and it's like, I mean, you got people coming up to the merch table trying to be like, you know, I got $10, give me this, and this, like, you know, like you owed them something. It's like, you can't go into fucking like any other person's store or anything and just be like, I like this stuff, here's what I've got in my pocket, I want this much, you know, oh, you're a dick because you didn't. It's like, I just don't understand the mentality. It's like, but I mean, like in my other band, we hand screen shit, we do like a lot of DIY stuff, and you got these motherfuckers acting like you should pay to fill up your fucking vehicle, drive to their town, play for them for free, give them all your shit for free, and if you don't, you're an asshole. Like fucking, it's like, I don't get it.
It's like stealing music. It's like, I always say this, if you had a motorcycle factory, somebody came in and stole a motorcycle, is that a crime? Why are you stealing our product? You're stealing it. You want us to make more, but you're stealing it. Now we can't make more because now we're broke. You can't pay $1 a fucking song. You know how hard it is to make a song? It's a puzzle piece made out of 12 pieces, and they're all different.
It's like, download the record for free, and then ask you when the next record's coming out. Like, it's like, well, when we can afford to make another record. Yeah, they're like, why does the record take so long? It's like, well, because motherfuckers is broke, and fucking shit to make the record we want to hear costs fucking money. You know, it's like, I mean, if you want a shitty demo, we could crap out a shitty demo right now here in the fucking bus. But we don't want to fucking do that. We want to put out something that sounds like what we want to hear. And to do that, it takes a certain amount of money. It's like, that's just the way it fucking is. And people just don't seem to understand that. It's like people assume fame equals fortune. They think because they know who you are, or they've heard of you, or their friends know you, or something, that you're like super rich or super, you know, whatever. But it just don't work like that. It's like, I know a lot of famous motherfuckers that are broke as fuck, and it ain't because they didn't handle their money right or they mismanaged or any fucking other thing. It's just the way that it works, you know. It's like fucking, some people get good breaks, some people get bad, but fucking, I mean, we're still doing it. Like we're out here fucking, I mean, he puts his heart into it every single night. Fucking, we're trying to put on the best show we can, and we're trying to put out the best albums we can. And we're thankful for all the people that support it, and all the real fans that fucking got behind us on it, and everybody else can go fuck themselves.
I was living in Los Angeles. I was broke. A hoarder. Stopped at a light. In my friend's car that I was borrowing because I didn't have a car. So they took it back. I'm sitting at the light and I look over here. This kid's got a Misfits shirt on crossing in front of me. I look back this way. This kid's got a Misfits hat on. They cross right in front of my fucking car. And I was like, wow. Those two people knew I have a quarter to my name. They come to spit on me. It's all recorded. We need a title, artwork, mix and master.
Yeah. And we're gonna try to get it out by like either spring or summer. But it's anybody that liked Abominator, this one's even a further evolution of that sound, and it's a lot darker and just like stranger areas we go into. It's